Guys, what is happening? It's finally happening. Gunna, Wunna is coming to the channel. This has probably been the most requested album this year that I haven't done. I think actually easily the most requested album that I haven't done this year. And so I'm going to rectify that right now because I aim to please as much as possible. If you want to see this uncut, by the way, that is there on the Patreon. You know how it works. Check the link in the description. Guys, I know there's a crazy long deluxe of this. I'm just doing the original version. It's still 50 minutes long. Let's jump straight in.
Weezy out of here.
Is Weezy on most of these tracks because he killed that Nav album. I'm hoping Gunna's lyrics aren't quite as disgusting as Nav's. I know his flow's gonna be better.
We gone, smoke shit loud and noise, swerving around these toys, stack a lot of fun, diamond on my thumb, make a pussy cut. We don't take like none of niggas who chasing that cloud for a bus. I'm trust you far as I can spit, if in my hip, can't nobody size me. Heard a young boy got clips to the
smooth track. The tone of the 808s was great. I really liked, even the tone and the use of guitar was fantastic. And it was just a smooth track. Not amazing, not mind-blowing, but if we can keep that level up throughout, I think I'm going to enjoy the project.
Yeah, this ain't no motherfucking gimmick. When I lose, this ain't no scrimmage. Batman my shoes and my fitted. These drink on so $250,000. Condo 60 blows up, you can see the city. What up, been at me before she had 2 of me. Now this side look like glue in your pretty kid. My next time, deal on spending a ticket. This ain't no motherfucking gimmick. When I lose, this ain't no 17 go out backwards, look like law. Put like that church blazer that end in the fall. The weapon like.
Yeah, I like that track, man. His flow through these beats, and I say through, not over. It sounds like he's flowing in between them, like he's intersecting all the beats. Is quality for this type of music. It's working really well. I've heard music of his before that's done nothing for me, but I think I'm learning myself to allow myself to float away with some of this type of trap music. So I'm just enjoying it. I'm just going to enjoy it for what it is rather than try and break it down as something that it isn't. But at the same time, if none of it moves me for the rest of the record, then none of it moves me. But right now, I'm enjoying it.
Pulling out the forums, we could race. In and out of state, we cannot relate. I gotta stay laced. She want cars, brothers don't come from this is all I bitch. Grew up in the church and we squad. Bland and be queen, nigga jump from a slab to a brick. Keep a pink toe, I been on toes. I fuck. She told me she was thirsty, started drinking my spring. Ooh, you ain't never heard this. I'm dropping hits like birds. Shit.
Texture. Do it out of hi-hats, man. Great texture on that last track. Take Keith on this one, alright. Sure, this is decent, man. It's solid, very solid so far.
We're complete for the season. I got pretty teens overseas, yeah.
This beat is bizarre. It's totally out of tune. It sort of sounds awful, but I like the fact that it's that weird.
Slow it down, tell her. I thought she don't let me fuck, but I swear I won't sweat. Free best, but the trees hard to breathe in. You spinning G's.
Yeah, this track's just super fucking weird. It's sort of smooth, it's sort of flowing, but the way that instrument that's in there, whatever the hell it is, I can't pick it, is sliding out of tune and also slowing down. It's really odd. But I like the oddness, do you know what I mean? I like music that's challenging as well, and it's rare to get music that's challenging in this genre. I still think I prefer Gimmick and MOTW right now.
Like a BG, I got free best.
Weird track. Not sure about that one. It's going to take more listens. Thugger on this one.
I'm a leader, I got on follow in my footsteps like the feds. I shoot like I'm Montana, chop up bullets, make them shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat sipping red. Bitch, I'm from a condo like the pharmacy, I got codeine in my fridge. My bro wanna steam it with a pink toe, whipping, she sucking it deep. Diamonds on her toes, let that hold up problems, I just scratch your heart to this. Got some amazing winnings, all on my neck, cause a quarter brick. I've been getting it since a toddler, I keep dollars on my head.
It reminds me of progressive house in a weird sort of way, because like the beat is just ever so slightly layering every sort of 8 bars or so. It'll add an extra little element, it'll take an element away, it'll add 2 elements, and it creates that same sort of hypnosis that music does. It's not something that's real peaks and troughs, right? Yeah, there's a hypnotic quality to it that I'm enjoying. Kind of pleasantly surprised by this record so far.
Messy, but hit and no flex. since a toddler. I keep dollars on my head.
That's the second time I've heard "Drink My Spit" on this record. It's making me feel sick. Please don't say that again.
Eddie, yeah, call up a Benny, tell her pull up to the Eddie. Eddie, drugs in my body, I call up a Benny, tell her pull up to the Eddie.
This one ain't doing a great deal for me, to be honest.
I'm geeking on codeine, ayy. I took 4 beans, ayy. Out of raw pink, man, we shipping them out, yeah. I pin that bitch on the spot, she can fuck on the gang, get a bitch and get out, yeah.
Betty, we geeking up on the Eddie. Spin the block, we got the Eddie. Wake up, I pop me an Eddie. Getting high in the Skybox, I can see it. High spot in this plush dot, and it's lit. Screw chopping, Gucci sauce, got him dripping. For the cops, gonna friend, burger and bend. 110s, counting the ends. Trustin' got thin, keep it FN. I gotta go. You did hoppin', I couldn't fall out with it, bro. Hotter than Taki, I like it, I cop it. Ain't nobody stopping the growth. Smoke like they daddy, we sitting in the lobby, we just been it out.
I feel like this is one of those songs that I could really end up liking 3, 4, 5, 6 listens in. I don't even quite know why. Something about the way it changed key a little bit there. Something about the way the beat's working. I mean, sort of fundamentally, it's again just another one of these repetitive songs. But I'm like, I got a feeling this is going to hit me. And he's not making me feel sick like Nav did constantly over and over again.
Money, huddle, gotta, cuddle, lot of orders, dollars, quarters, wrist, water, read, hey, my crew, hey, surfer, wave, pop it, I been sipping, put on the wrist, I used to drop it at X, on the slug, gotta keep you a gun, I'm not a regular, but that's strong, these niggas a dub, money, huddle, gotta, cuddle, lot of orders, dollars.
It's not as good, but it reminds me, this song reminds me of Mask Off. I think it was just that kind of chopped up, just dropping on the beat flow, that kind of like staccato flow, I guess you would call it, which reminds me of that in a way. Listen, that song's all time. The beat is ridiculous. The beat is not on the same level here, but it's still good. Lil Baby on this one, an artist who previously I haven't liked at all, but is growing on me as I retune my brain to this specific type of trap music.
Weezy out of here.
Yeah, gonna spin words like a motherfucker poet. Tone press start, I'm go. Spending on designer when I'm shopping in New York. Going shopping once before I stop at the resort. You gon' never on zone. She like the way I fuck, I have her mind blown. She stuck her head and let her hit her down tone.
You can hear the money in my voice. Vencedor 2020, I ain't have a choice. And I got a Urus with the Lamborghini boys. I been getting millions, I ain't tripping about the war. I keep shit quarter. Get a nigga whack for a new pair of Jordan. Hopping on the plane, I'm laying in the morning. Niggas ain't gang, I live and let them join us. How you go from
I mean, I can't even discern between a lot of these tracks, to be honest, because they're all so similar, but I'm enjoying the vibe. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this more than I enjoyed the Future and Lil Uzi tape, which I did the other day, and I'm definitely enjoying it more than the Nav tape, but that's because the flow is just on a completely different level. Although the beats were really good. Oh, the beats, I don't know. The beats were really good in that Nav tape. Okay.
What's that like bikers in chains? 1 carat drill in my fame.
Weezy evolving the skipping hi-hats to make them sound like something else. I told you it needs to happen. Game changing with these trap beats, as far as I'm concerned. Game change, literally game changing.
A bulletproof vest in that jacket. I keep the joystick like it's matted. They needed that cash like an addict. Told her pull up and send up. You don't want smoke with the gang. Epping and spitting out flame. I bring that heat like the flame.
I was going to say, this has definitely got Travis Scott elements. I love the fact that that guitar is being used really low down in the mix. So it's still capturing the same essence as what you want from a guitar with a load of distortion. But it's not right up there front in the mix. Because when it's right up there front in the mix on a track like this, it doesn't work because it kind of makes me want to listen to a metal track, and you don't have the time signature changes, you don't have the rest of the instrumentation. But low down, it's becoming a servant to the beat rather than trying to drive the beat. It's very different. Quality.
down her walls. She skied on her chest, she kissing my balls. We speedy in the bed, don't stop at the loss. BB's on my neck, I shine in the dark. Oh man, bro, what's got umbrellas, this whip for the rain. These fucked up, let me slip in the game. This bitch let me fuck, this shit went to her brain. She know I'm up, she love when I flex. And shopping, I'm off, relieving her stress. I beat down her walls, she skied on her chest, she kissing my balls.
He fits a lot of words in, doesn't he, in these songs? A lot of words. I know I'm not going into lyrics because he's not particularly lyrical. You may disagree. There may be some lines in there that are slick, but that's not really what I'm here for. But he does fit a lot of fucking words into each song.
Pulling her curls, fucking me a nasty girl, yeah. She's dripping in crazy girls. I bought a shit name pearls, yeah. I tip her, make her twist and she only wanna follow when I leave. Love how I keep a bankroll neat. Yeah, Gunna when I got it at the street. Niggas just like honey, really sweet. Yeah, stroking to the beat, fuck it like a beast. Yeah, I hit like a G, I'm pulling on the weave. I see that you got love for the freak. I know why you in love with this freak. Barely having time, I try to fuck her through the week. I'm never spending time and she ain't never thinking deep. I hire freaking bitches, they don't gotta have degrees. I'm young and always know to keep it tricky in my sleeve. I told her twerk for the camera. She wanna suck it on camera. I let my shit hang like a banner. Her mouth on my head like bandanas. She wanna suck it on camera. These little boys don't want Anna. I talk to that hoe with no manners. Thick meat on the floor in the phantom. Had it caught to the top with no ladder. 40 down for the plane or better. Caught that cayenne and painted it yellow. The bank under me, I don't go to the teller. They working for free.
Quality track, quality beat switch. Changed the BPM there halfway through the song. Listen, lyrics were what they were, but like first half of that was awesome, and then the beat switch was excellent as well. Weezy's beats, man, the depth of them, the texture, the way he uses rock instrumentation, how he's playing with the hi-hat patterns, which are starting to drive me mad in trap music, but he either feels the same way or he's not just putting these skipping hi-hats on for no reason. There was ways he was using the hi-hats to match the flow or to drive the flow, which is what that fucking part of a drum kit should be for.
Cool in a bitch, did a thing twice, my shooter in the VIP. 10th grade, bought a frame, mule off of licks. Percocet feel like I'm cruising on the ship. Space, got pretty vibes with me, I make sure all on straight. I'm just a bitch, I put it in some pride and bait. You want an international in all 50 states. Listen, I'm a boost a nigga war. Ready? Chop a nigga cool with a mud. Shot hits, say the wrong word, I'm shoot him in the shit. These a big dog, you a poodle, I'm a bitch.
Pull up to the Maybach in the driveway. Trap house had bitches counting hundreds on the room. How you claiming you a street nigga having loose lips? Got a lot of new shit. Eliante chain like the bottom.
Okay, well, another gap that I've got this year in terms of albums that I haven't reacted to from big albums. I think it is this year, right? This year's fucking confusing. Is Roddy Ricch's record, right? The Box big video for me randomly chose that one before it even blew up, just as a track to react to based on your recommendations. But Roddy Ricch in the comments if you want me to react to that one before, well, at some point soon.
Yeah, I got top on top the rooftop, yeah. Big culling and suicide, yeah.
Cool in a bitch, did a thing twice, my shooter in the VIP. 10th grade, bought a frame, mule off of licks. Percocet feel like I'm cruising on the ship.
Record's just getting under my skin in a way that I'm liking, I've got to be honest.
Home back down to no one. They be biting roads coming. You broke boys ain't having nothing. He try whip a whole ferry. It feel like I'm on something. Home back down to no one. They be biting roads. Across the bridge, go to New Jersey City, yeah. I'm chillin' in Patterson. I think I killed him on accident. All white moose ain't like it's heaven sent. Ben Franklin, my president, like he stole something. These niggas act like hoes playing clothes. One reason I pack a gun.
Yeah, that was another one of those songs that just felt like a sort of album sequence track, something to fit in between the other ones. Yeah, Nasty Girl and Cooler and the Bitch, really strong tracks. That one was alright, just kind of, yeah, short and sweet. Travis on this one, Travis is a feature. Pretty low bar, to be honest. Not many Travis features that I think are excellent. That one with 21 Savage from his album Which Names. I've forgotten the name of the track. That one's good. There's probably a few others, but we'll see.
Jumped out of a wave right into a daze. It can wreck your life. You gotta think twice. Put it together, the color I like. Know it look. I'm out too toxic.
Came out the mud like the cleats. Felt like Muhammad Ali. Wave, I was born in the sea. Life of the party. so surrounded.
Top floor, elevator entrance, not doors. Only thing above us is outdoors. My own gas in the back of the phone, need the cover of town. So my haters, believers, I ran through these seasons with centerfold pieces. Flip the promoter just like we do pizza. Just run me my cheese, we don't wanna go grease ya. Hotline.
Do you know, I actually really do like this record a lot more than I thought I would. Never really thought I'd get into a Gunna record, but I think my brain is just tuning itself in a slightly different way. But at the same time, some of these beats, some of these flows, some of these tracks really are good.
Cool. Diamonds wetter in the pool. Don't play around, don't play around, don't play around, don't play around. I ain't play around, don't play around, don't play around, I ain't play around. Mink fur when it's cold. Neck full of we were never green. Lay your shit up till it's smithereen. Lonely Nessie pussy nigga kill the king. I'm a violent nigga, fuck a penalty. Money hardly and ain't no in between. I got Hawking copy to infinity. I got a lot of my worst song. I ain't turning down, still turned on. My pretty vibe, she earth tone. Pace.
Yeah, that song did nothing for me, to be honest, on first listen. Didn't feel like it needed to be there. To be honest, we could end the album now. Let's see how these last two tracks are.
I wanna see you do better. Fly, I'ma need a propeller. Fly when it's cold on the wall like a sweater. When I'm high and I'm changing the weather. I wanna see you doing better. All black, they can see me in a ghost. Make it back, all I ever needed was hope. If you take it, I wanna see you doing better. I wanna see you do better. Fly, I'ma need a propeller. Fly when it's cold on the wall like a sweater. When I'm high and I'm changing the weather.
Yeah, another solid track again, but unless this last track absolutely slaps, probably could have ended it on Top Floor, to be honest, but no issue.
I know they ain't think we make it far. We done bought 100 cars, we done found 100 brides. Went against the odds, whole life is tripping hard. Not really. I love the way you use your key. Fly in and out of town, my lifestyle not boring me. I can see by the drum, this drip can't not force it. Ain't no time to lounge around my sides. Went against the odds, whole life is tripping hard. Not really living large, the whole world gon' hear our voice. They know who we are. They think we make it far. Whole lot of hate that died. J degrees and throwing rocks.
Kind of like an emotional-ish track to finish off. Made sense as an album closer. But I still, for a personal point of view, I really enjoyed Top Floor with Travis, and I felt like, oh, that was a nice way to wrap up the record. But that did make sense as an album closer, and overall I liked the record. I liked the record overall. I think I'm going to enjoy it going back through. It was probably a little long. I could have probably taken 4 or 5 of those tracks out, and it would have been a tighter project overall. I'm kind of glad I didn't do the 1 hour, 12-minute deluxe. I think that would have been too much. But yeah, listen, let's go through some of these tracks, like Gimmick, MOTW, Skybox, Wunna, Rockstar's Bikers and Chains, Nasty Girl, Cool and the Bitch, and Top Floor. That's a decent selection of tracks that I really enjoyed. I think Weezy is an amazing producer, an amazing musician that is really kind of evolving this sound and giving it a different type of depth. I'm not saying that nobody else in that world is making amazing beats, because they absolutely are, but he's bringing in certain rock elements as well that I really like, certain different types of instrumentation I really like as well. Between this record, between the Nav record, he's having a hell of a year. So yeah, I'm glad that I did it, man. Let me know what other big albums from the last couple of years that I need to get to, and we'll try and get to them all. I'm only one man, there's only so much I can do. But if you did want to see the UNCUT, remember that is their link in the description to the Patreon, the entire support structure for the channel, bunch of extra content on there, loads of new single track reactions, album reactions. Go and check it out, have a look. And guys, that's it from me. I need to go eat some lunch. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.